Alright guys, today we're going to be working on the Talaria just because this guy's still figuring things out. Got a lot of things sorted already and figured out, but just needs a little bit more. So he's almost done. A little sneak peek for you guys there. In any case, I think I want to get this guy lifted up off the ground. Alright, in today's video I'm going to break down this budget floating rotor and relocated Moto brake setup, kind of like Ultra B brakes. Whole point of this is, for one, to show you that you don't have to spend a ton or top dollar to put something together yourself that works. And B, a lot of full brake kits can cost $260 or more. Once you start adding everything up, the price can climb fast. So for this setup, I wanted to piece together smart and slow exactly where each part came from, show you where everything came from. And for this build, the Moto brake and the bracket kit came from BumpStart N Ether. Huge shout out to them, or him, whoever, making it possible for me to get something made by someone, not just some weird company out there. It's a small-time person with their own little shop online. Check them out. Master cylinder hydro levers did come from AliExpress. The 200 centimeter brake line also came from AliExpress, and the floating rotor came from eBikezilla, Charge Cycle Works. I bought it from there on like their clearance bucket sale. So the video is also about being real, about sourcing. Not every part has to come from the most expensive place possible. You can still find parts from places like AliExpress that do work, honestly. There's probably more overlap in where those higher cost kids source their parts from as well, so you'd be surprised, man. If you're willing to do a little homework and piece things together yourself, you can build a setup like this for right around $200 or less. And this is just for the front, mind you. So let's get into it. I also prefer to break these off by hand, crazy enough. Just for me, I feel like it makes more sense, and I don't want to fuck anything up, at least to break them loose. That's what I like to do, because I do put blue Loctite on these, just because honestly, anything that you're taking off the spinning piece like this, you normally want to make sure it's gonna stick on there, because due to those rotations, it's gonna be one of the first things to fly off. Alright guys, so getting this front Moto brake set up. Oh, what? Dude, are you kidding me? I thought that was the freaking size. No, it's this one. Dude, I'm just off today. Alright, so I'm gonna take these off, and I'll show you why. As I wanna see if this cable would be best fit on the other way, which I think it might. As in like this instead. Okay. Well, whatever, the socket fell. no big deal. But I'm just thinking, I think it might be better to route it this way. So it's kind of straight down. Or am I tripping? I thought that was a little bit better. Alright. So it's not bad, because it's just kind of like, boom. Now, this is going to need to run through here. As you can see, the old one is running straight through here with the controller. So, I'm a bit lazy. And I'm like, do I need to do all that? Or can I just do a MacGyver type of stunt. And that's gonna come down. Another little thing I noticed on the handles is this setting actually is relative to like how much slack you want. So like that would be too close, and you probably don't want that while your hand's here, right? So you can brake. So what I like to do is pull it in after putting it up a little bit. So let's go to 4. Okay, that's good. 6. Okay, that leaves a lot of room, right? So imagine that's kind of nice, but in between is kind of nice too. So you can pull more. But I think I'm gonna leave mine at 5 because 6 feels a little too much. I'm gonna go between 5 and 4 for me. Yeah, 4 feels good. Just wanted to show you guys the adjustment you can make. What's up, guys? I am on the MX4 today. Just trying to honestly give it some love. Yeah. Needed some love. Hadn't really done much to it in a while, and as I think you can see, you can probably tell what I did. Something looks a little different. Sheesh. Had to pull them both. Oh, yeah, I gotta figure that out. These things. Whew. Okay, now it's starting to grab a little bit. I knew I just had to ride it a little. All right, now it's locking, baby. Yeah, it was just taking a bit, I think, for it to, was it bed in? Bead in? Bead or bed in? Yeah, man. Just had to take a break from the Drax build. It's going great. It's just been driving me a little bit insane. Not too bad, but all reasonable sorts of things. And I really needed to just go on a ride, man. I think that's the big thing I'm realizing, is just a ride in itself is so good for you. Anyway, yeah, I got the rear tire nice and straight. Everything's looking good. The brake is starting to finally hit. And I'll tell you what, so let me go over the pricing breakdown. And I'm gonna have to pull it up. Okay, sorry, I gotta cover my camera, I know. And I made a breakdown for you guys here. So, caliper was $69 with the bracket from a guy called BumpStart N Ether. Okay, look up BumpStart N Ether. BumpStart N Ether. $69 for the kit. It'll work on Talaria and Suron. The master cylinder, the hydraulic levers, I got a set. Both of them, bro. Both sides. $28 AliExpress. Works. Dope. Brake line. It's not only steel, but it's also shielded with like a hard plastic on it. So it's super, super heavy duty stuff. $17 for 200 centimeters, which is what you're going to want for your rear. It'll give you a little bit of extra, but I feel like you want a little bit of extra. And then the floating rotor in the rear, I lucked out and got a pretty good deal from Charge Cycle Works. It's the eBikezilla 250 millimeter by 2.3 millimeter for $85. Normally is like 120 or something like that. So whole set, whole one side, 200 bucks. So I pieced mine together just to see, you know, how much it would be to piece it together, right? And now I'm gonna go and look and see, let's see, Suron Ultra, Suron Ultra B front brake kit. So Ultra B OEM front brake assembly. So that's pretty much what I bought on my own. So that comes with the caliper, the handle, and the line. Not even the bracket. You still got to get a bracket, brother, and you're at $265. So 300 bucks. So you're pretty much saving like nearly $80, almost 100 bucks by going with this. Buy the kit from BumpStart N Ether. Shouts to him wherever he is, whatever he's doing, whoever he is. It's super solid. Had a good time installing it. It's super straightforward. I reused the little bracket there for the line. I just got a little lazy and I didn't route it down through, well, I did actually. I basically I tied the end of this onto the old brake line and pulled it through. So if that makes sense to you guys, the old brake line up here, I pulled it down all the way till about here. Then I got the end of this from there, tied it on, pulled it through. That worked for me. Probably worked for you. Yeah, this bike definitely inspires a bit more confidence. And it definitely rips. Yeah. Whew.
Bruh.
Popo, bro, looked right at me. Hit me in the heart a little bit, so gonna chill off and come on the trail over here. Shoo. Because I did look and he did turn back and circle back, probably trying to see if he could probably get me. I don't know. They have never harassed me there though. It's really nice out. But yeah, putting the brake on was super easy. I was so like worried about it, this, that, and the other for nothing, dude. Like, just, I know the fear of the unknown exists. That's why I even get worried when I do some of this stuff. And you guys watch me do some crazy shit, you know? I never did an e-bike or e-moto build like what I did with the Drax, and I'm still doing. But you figure it out on the way, you know? It's not impossible stuff. It's also not super easy. That shit locks up nice. It literally feels like the brake off the Drax, which is what you want. The brake on the Drax is a good ass brake. And honestly too, all I'm gonna say, it's kind of why I like to ride dirt, or at least know how to hop on the dirt, because good luck getting out here to come get me, you know? You're not gonna get me now, brother. But whatever, that's not the point of this. The point of this is the bike, or bikes in general. So I am running a hybrid brake setup. Front is mountain bike shit. Sad. Womp womp womp. And then rear is running sweet ass Moto brake. Heavy duty for 200 bucks. I feel like it's a really good deal. So now I bought the line for the front for 15 bucks or whatever it is. I bought the set, so I already have the handle for the other side, 28 bucks on both. I just have to spend 64 bucks now to get the caliper for the front with the bracket. With the bracket. You heard me right. With the bracket. So that pretty much comes out to, for both sides, it's like 260 bucks, dude. 265 bucks right there. And you've done both sides. Moto brake on each end. So, I don't know, dudes. I think it's a great deal. And the MX4 is like killer. I love this bike, man. I don't know. I'm on the fence, man. A lot of you guys kind of tempting me to get something even crazier. And yeah, I've been looking at the Y-Volt, and I have been looking at the new Arctic Leopard XER. Between the both of them, I don't know which one to get. So I don't know if you guys want to chime in. You guys could definitely tell me if you like one better than the other, and why. You know, why should I get the Arctic Leopard XER? Range, power, it's a complete package. That's kind of why I want it. The Y-Volt is kind of like in that start competitor range, right? A full size. And so that's the big difference too, is like, do I want a Moto that's going to be comparable size to this? Maybe even slightly smaller, I feel like, when I look at the Arctic. Or do you want something... Yeah, or do you want something that is going to be full fucking size? So it's going to be even bigger than this guy. Which, I don't know. That's pretty sick, but the cop back there definitely would have fucking been flying on me, that's for fucking sure. I would have been out of there double time, though. That's also for sure. So there's you know, there's trades, right? There's the pros and the cons. Double time out of there. Who doesn't love that? As well as when they see it, they're gonna come knocking. The thing is, for me, and I'm gonna make a video about this, I actually do have a plate. I'm not gonna show the whole plate, but I do have a plate. I got a moped plate, and I did that whole dance a while back. Reason being was that I just was really worried when I bought this bike, and I didn't want to risk it, dude. I was just like, fuck, you know, I spent a lot of money on this bike. I'm about to do something that could potentially, you know, take me from this to never seeing it again, right? It's almost like something cut the brush down out here. Something weird happened. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna burn it. 420 was dope to me. I went to Canavine here. If you're in the Bay Area and you need good smoke, go to Canavine. Harant and his team are fucking legends. And yeah, they curate the menu with just fire ass shit. So if you care about what you're burning, I would definitely go there. And on 420, they hooked me the fuck up. I got a ton of stuff, and I'm gonna burn on a little firecracker, blue lemonade infused. So and see how that goes. Alright, so I'm here at the Rengstorff house. This is what I was trying to tell you guys earlier. There's some story of, I don't know if it's a robbery or abduction, but someone planned to do something bad, and it took place in this house, or something about this house. I'm butchering this story, dude, but I found out about it pretty recently. I think it was an abduction of kids or something bizarre, but it's like a spectacle out here in the area. It's about the Pioneer family. They probably want to post about the bad shit that happened there, of course, but you know. I wonder if that lady works there. Oh, and then there's a bridge going right over. Never seen that. The bull's fucking just blocking the other guy. Oh, that's just hella funny to me. Whew. Oh no, poor guy. Poor buddy. Damn, I could probably jump this over there into the golf course somehow. What am I, race 2? Thought I was in 3 that whole time. There's still more to go on the throttle too. Jesus. Yeah, man, this bike is not like a toy. It's definitely become pretty much a weapon. You've got these freaking Google people over here on their granny bikes. Yeah, and there's still more on it, man. And I can still tune it differently. Is the craziest shit. Like, there's much more to be had on this bike, even with this stock motor. I guess that's why I kind of am like hesitant to get a new motor. But I know everything comes to an end, you know, and I shouldn't push this thing to a gnarly limit it's not meant for, but man, it's fun too. I'll say that. Some people just go down that way, I guess. I mean, I could definitely do that. It's just a little sketch. I'm gonna check. Brake looks good. Damn, Granny's hitting the trail. Yeah, that's why I gotta get a sleeper. I gotta get like a sleeper 72 volt or Benell. And I kept telling myself that's gonna be my next purchase. Is the Benell. Is this. Is that. But it's like, oh, I'm gonna get the Y volt. It's hard. It's hard. So overall, this is exactly why I wanted to make this video. This setup proves you don't have to spend $260, $300 or more for a complete Moto brake setup. Just to get in, and if you're smart about it and how you source your parts, you can build something clean, functional, and aggressive for a lot less. Again, the Moto brake bracket kit came from BumpStart N Ether, master cylinder and the lever AliExpress. The brake lines also came from AliExpress. The floating rotor is probably the most expensive thing here, so just be aware of that. Charge cycle works, eBikezilla, 250mm rotor. You might be able to find a cheaper one out there, but yeah, I didn't. And that's part of the bigger point here. Just because part of the stuff comes from AliExpress doesn't automatically mean it's junk. A lot of people would probably be surprised how much overlap there is between where low-cost parts come from and where more expensive kits may be sourcing their parts from. You'd be super surprised. I learned this from the automotive scene. Another important thing to remember is if you do the setup yourself, you're going to need to bleed the brakes. So go ahead, be ready to look that up. Use towels to make sure you don't get any brake fluid on anything, because it is corrosive and it can mess paint up. Just put towels everywhere and you should be fine. It's super easy. So if you're willing to build smarter and source parts yourself, you can absolutely put something together in a setup like this without destroying your budget. Huge shout out again to BumpStart N Ether for the Moto brake and bracket kit. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what budget build breakdown you want and what you want to see next. This is Max Capacity. Build, punish, repeat. And I didn't forget about the Drax. We will be done soon. And you will see it again very soon. Cheers, guys. Later. Oh, really quick before I lose you. I'm adding a bunch of cool guides to the website based on this and a lot of the videos, so check it out. Cheers.